people, I have primers here today. Primers, we are talking primers today. Benefits of primers and great primers for, let's do combinations of oily skin girlies today. Combination oily skin girl, primers go a long way for people like us. You can't just pick any primer out of the blues and use on your face before your face beats. You have to think about what you're trying to achieve, what you want the primer to do for you, the product you'll be combining this primer with. Very essential, because some primers are made to go together with certain products and some other primers don't just fly well with others. Primers are game-changing items. You need them. You need to use a primer. I'm going to be starting with the primer I got first, like the one I've used for the longest time. It's not like I'm rating them or doing any battle of the primers or any stuff like that. I'm just going to be talking about each primer, their benefits, what I noticed about them, starting from the one I've had the longest. So before I start, I would like to say that primers do different things. There are different types of primers before I even start with the individual products. So there are some primers here that would help to fill in the fine lines and big pores, the large pores of your face. Do you get? There are some primers that are specifically made for that. For example, I'm someone that has very large pores, like my pores are all over the place when I use foundation and makeup products. Of course, I'll be looking for something to help me fill in those pores. Primer that fills in the fine lines and the pores would work very well with me. Aside that, I might have large pores and still be oily skinned. Do you get? And still be a combination skin girl. In such cases, let me just give it to you. You can combine primers. I do it and that's been working fine for me. After battling with so many terrible primers, I got 5 that I can totally bank on right now. I'm not limited to this 5 here. I'm still in the business of exploring. Starting with LA Girl. This primer, it's called LA Girl Pro Prep. This pack, it says LA Girl Pro Prep HD High Definition Smoothing Primer, Face Primer. This was the primer I got first that made mad sense to me. I was like, no, what does it say it will do? It says high definition smoothing face primer, and guys, trust me, it does what it says it will do. When it says high definition, it's like giving filter effects. As far as I'm concerned, that's what I'll call it. This primer gives the filter effects and it fills pores. Me having large pores, I can testify to it. This primer fills pores. But as an oily skin girl, I can't use it alone. I'll be honest with you. I can't use this primer alone because it will not help to keep the oil at bay. Yes, it will give me the high definition, and that is what it promises. It doesn't do what it doesn't promise, and it keeps its promise. Let me just try to show you what it looks like on my face, and hoping you would appreciate the blurring of the fine lines like I do. This is it. Let me just look at my face. I don't know if you can visualize my pores. So let's try to put this on. Do you notice any difference? So can you see the difference in this and the other parts of my face? I hope you can. After getting this, I realized I needed something else. Boom! This was the next one. This was the next primer I got that worked for me. Combining these two made a huge difference. This is Rimmel London's mattifying primer. It says stay matte because I need it. I'm oily. I'm an oily skin girl. I need something that will keep me matte. So I would say that this primer would work for people with very large pores and maybe normal skin. Normal skin but large pores. Do you get it? I would recommend this. But if you are a combination oily skin girl like me, you will need something else to match with this. And this is a good option. Rimmel London usually claims that you can stay matte for, I think it's 16 hours or 8 hours, but they didn't write it here. See, this particular primer, I always restock. I like it. It's affordable. This is also very affordable. I can't remember the prices of each and every one of them off my head, but I would say this is less than, I think 8,000. It should be within 5 to 8k, but you can always confirm. And this is also less than 10,000 naira. So it's drugstore, it's price friendly. But Rimmel London says shine controlling. Let's see the promises. Shine controlling, pore minimizing. I will be honest with you, I don't see the minimization of pores with this particular primer as I see it with this one. It says hydrating feel. Yes, I agree. It feels hydrating. It feels almost like a moisturizer when you use it. It smooths the skin. They say smooths the skin. I will be honest with you, I don't see it. But one thing that is important to note is the shine controlling and hydrating feel. I would say those are true to their words. Yeah, I always use it in combination with this. So let me just bring it out and also use this on my face. That's why I didn't do any face beats today. Like, let me just show you my face as it is and how the primer's feel on the face. So this one has this white feel to it. It has a white feel to it. Can you see it? So let's just do this here. You be the judge. You can see it basically looks like a cream. It feels like a cream. Can you see? It feels like a cream, but sometimes I feel like if you don't massage it into the skin well, it leaves this whitish cast. So your foundation comes on, it's no problem. But sometimes I just mix it in with, or I use this first, then go in with this, or sometimes I just mix them together and make sure that this is more on my T-zones here. Do you get this? This is the T-zone. So yes, those were the two that made mad sense to me initially. Then I came across a Nigerian brand, TM Essentials. I came across TM Essentials. I don't know what I was looking for that day. I think I was looking for a good moisturizer. Then I also saw that they have other products that they have. I got their moisturizer, luminous moisturizer, and their face primer that day. I'm sure in a couple of videos you'll see me using their luminous moisturizer, but this is their face primer. And I really like it. But one thing I noticed about this product is when it stays too long, it starts to smell funny. That's just my con about this particular product, but it is a mattifying primer, just like the name says. The mattifying primer also has this, it's white, and again it gets dry. You can see that some things just fell out now. Like it gets dry when it's left out, but this is the feel of the primer. So I'll say for this primer, it's actually mattifying. It starts out looking creamy, but when you put it on your face, like as you rub it in, you see the dry effect. So let's try it. Let's try it on my forehead right now. So let's see. I don't know if you notice the mattifying effect eventually. After rubbing it in for a while, you'll just see it drying out. So do I use this alone? I would say that some days I use it alone. Maybe on days when the weather is cold and I know that I won't be sweating too much. I don't need extra prep or anything like that. Or I'm not going for a HD definition look. So guys, have I told you about my baby? My literal primer baby. You just need to get that product that will keep the oil at bay throughout for hours. Get Becca. But the thing is that I don't use Becca alone. It's very difficult to use Becca alone because your whole face will just be dried up and patchy. So it's good to use it on places that actually bring on the oil. And I'm talking about the T-zones, guys. The T-zones. So this primer I usually use in conjunction with which one? Yes, I use in conjunction with Rimmel sometimes because Rimmel is not so drying, so I can still use Rimmel all over my face and then use this in the middle here. So if you want the primer that will keep your T-zones on point, get Becca. And then another combination I've found to be amazing recently is Urbandecay. I would say that I just started using it, so I don't want to start singing praises of this of the Urbandecay primer. I won't sing praises of it just yet, but so far so good. I discovered that using it together with the Becca makes mad sense. Trust me, it makes mad sense. So let me first start by showing you what the Becca looks like and the feel on the face. I'll be putting it on the bridge of my nose, which is part of the T-zone component here. So this is what Becca looks like. Let's just use a little because yeah, I don't know how much it retails for. Becca retails for 18k. This small pack, 18k. There is a bigger size. Like for the Olowo people, the people with the plenty money, you can buy the big size for starters. I think that should be like double the price, or maybe almost maybe 20 something k sharp. But this is what it looks like. Little is more for Becca, so I won't use too much. Just to show you, I won't use the product. This is my nose. I'm sure it's pretty much oily right now. And the good thing about Becca is you can even use it on your makeup. Like you can use it. What does it say? Let's see what it says. Becca says Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. I would say that it's sometimes I feel like it gives the LA girl effect, but with the mattifying presence. I don't know if you understand. So yes, I will definitely agree that it is a poreless priming perfector. Yes, that's basically what they say. Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. So that means they are telling you that it will dry, it will dry matte, then it will reduce the pores on your face. And yes, I believe it does that. So very good for the fine lines as well. Let me put it on my T-zone, just so that you see how this one wears. So let's go. T-zones to see how it goes. Ever Matte. So you see that when it dries, I don't know if the effect is obvious. Can you see it? Like after a while, it just dries out. Can you see that it's like giving that, okay, let me sort out your oil effect. Okay, so like I said, these two, I recently discovered that they work very well together, like really well together. And that will bring me to my final product. This is Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. This product, to an extent, it will keep your oil at bay for a few hours. Let's say 6 to 8 hours. I would say that. But the hack I've discovered about this product here is that when you use it in combination with some other products like this one that I was telling you about, it actually does what it says it will do. And it gets me again. Products that work well with each other sometimes are discoveries, and when you get those kinds of discoveries, you hold on to them. Like seriously, I realized that using this particular primer with its setting spray does the magic. Like this makeup is shifting to nowhere. Like seriously, the spray of this Urban Decay All Nighter, you need to get it. Now combine both of them together and you know that your makeup will last all day. Products really matter, guys. Products really matter. What you put on your face will determine your outcome. I don't think that is rocket science. Everybody knows that. Like, if you put shit on your face, you get shit out. If you put amazing stuff on your face, you see it. Everybody sees it. Do you get? So yeah, there's a difference between all these products. Let me show you how this one wears. So this primer says All Nighter Face Primer, Long Wear Foundation Grip. It preps, it smooths, and it perfects. So what they're trying to say is that, like every other primer, it will prep your face. How does it prep your face? They say it smoothens it and it perfects it. I feel like they're actually true to what they say, in the sense that I realized when I use this particular primer, the foundation glides on very easily. Like, it really gives that smoothing effect. Your brush does not have to do too much work. Like, your face is already made smooth and perfect for the foundation. That's what I discovered. It's not like, I won't say it reduces fine lines, but I would say that it smoothens the face. The pores are still usually there. It's not, and they didn't promise that it was pore filling or anything. It's not like the LA girl that says high definition smoothing face primer. It has a pump, unlike all the other ones. I like that about it. It's luxury, so the packaging has to be luxurious too. It has a pump, and let me just show you how the pump works. Just press a little. And you know, products that have pump, people that make products that have pump, they will make it to heaven, because they help you to reduce wastage, and because money is not easy to come by. You can't be wasting products. So this is what it looks like. It's white, and I must say that this particular foundation, it has a hydrating feel to it. It almost feels like a moisturizer. Like, if I'm being honest, it feels like a moisturizer. It feels like I'm putting on a moisturizer, but it's actually a face primer. And the fact that they say it will grip your makeup, I would say that yes, it will. It will, especially when you pair it with the Urban Setting Spray, Urban Decay Setting Spray. Let me put it on my face here. This is it. I've used this top part, so let me just use this. This is looking like a cream, almost feeling like I'm putting on a moisturizer. It does not dry matte. Just gives you that hydrating and moisturizing feel, and then feels kind of tacky after a while. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like, it actually feels tacky. Like, not too dry, not too wet, if you understand what I'm saying. It doesn't dry matte. You see, it has not dried like the other ones. When I put the Becca, it dried instantly. Almost instantly. But this is almost like a cream. Like, I'm moisturizing my face, but it's actually a primer. And I think it gives this glowy effect as well. So it's really nice. I just started using it, so I can't say too much, but I would say that it helps. It's a really amazing product. The day I used it, I saw the effects with the spray, like I told you. Like, my makeup literally didn't shift. Those are my 5 golden primers for combinations of oily skin girls at the moment. Let me show each of them to you and confirm their prices to you. This retails for about 5,000. Some other stores might add a bit of money to it and make it 6K, but anything between 5 to 6, let's just put it 5 to 7K is a rip-off. Take it from me. At this moment in 2023, is a rip-off. Now this retails for about 7 to 9K. Anything above 9K, please run. Then TM Essentials is a Nigerian brand. You know some of these products are affected by the exchange rate here, so that's why their prices might dwindle. So these prices are not constant. Even TM Essential, I understand, because cost of production and all. TM Essential was 2,000 something when they first started out, but now it's about 4,500 or so. This is the most expensive of all of them. Look at this small tube. This small tube is 18,000 naira. 18,000 naira for this small tube of primer. But I would say that it's worth every penny. It gives value for your money. Little is more. Do you get? Like, it's golden for oil skin girls. And finally, Urban Decay. This goes for about 15,000, and I think it's worth the price as well. It looks beautiful, has a pump. This is actually the only primer of all of them that has a pump. So it's expensive, but they're also thinking about you, like, don't waste your money too much. That's it with the review. I hope that one of the combination of oily skin girls that was looking for the best primer to buy has insights now on which one works best and which one they should get. So make your decision, but I'll vouch for this 5. And that's it, guys.